Okay, so what's good, bro? My name is Manuel. So, yeah, I want to break down the trade that I had sent to you on Facebook. Yeah, so thank you for helping me out in advance. So, this was the trade on US30 on the 17th of this month. So, I'll go back there. So, before that, we had a break of structure basically like around here. So, basically, I was bearish on US30. So, I had my fibs from like probably like here to like let's say here, then we hit TP1, we kept on flowing, then I had like a fib from just like a minor fib, nothing too serious, from here to like here, which had hit the 38.2. So I was basically in a sell, like I was thinking about sales only, and my target was on the 61.8. If you probably look at it from like the H4 time frame, which was this, like a 61.8 if you had drawn your fibs from here to here. So yeah, that was like my target. So over here I was just like I wasn't trying to like apply my fibs all too much to say, oh, maybe it would maybe if it's a 38.2, which probably like on the M30 time frame, yeah, I think it was a 38.2, but I wasn't really focused on that so much. I was just looking for more of a break of a counter trend line to see the momentum go back and see the sellers coming. So over here, I was like on the M5, I think, yeah. I was on the M5 time frame. So yeah, I had this counter trend line from point A to point B, and I was just waiting for a break. Then we had point C. Then it broke, which okay, I think I was on M15 time frame or the M30. I think that's that should be the M5. Yeah, I think I was on the M5 time frame. Sorry, over here. So it broke. This broke the counter trend line over here. When it broke the counter trend line, I took a sell at this green line. This was my first entry. That was to say this was my first entry. I'm gonna change this to probably, let's say, yeah, Q Banks trades. Yeah, so this was my first entry. Then this had retraced all the way here. I had a second entry. I had a second entry over here because it had already broken the counter trend line. I knew where I was coming from the daily and the weekly, and I knew where I was in structure. So I wasn't really looking for so much. So I took a second entry over here, which I'll just put this as Q Banks trades. Yeah, so this was, I had a drawdown of like 63 pips. Basically in total, I had another entry over here because I was trying to go like aggressive, and this was taken on the M1 time frame, not the M5, which looking at it now, the M5 did not give me it didn't give me a candlestick pattern like a bearish engulfing, nothing. It had an exhaustion at the bottom, but at the same time I was more like trying to go aggressive. So basically every bearish pullback I was just like going hard because I had seen that, yeah, I think I took it over here. I took it on this little bearish engulfing over here on the M1, just trying to get back to the volume and trying to flow back to get to the negative 61.8 using the H4 fib. So, but when the New York session had opened, it went back all the way here, and this stops me out. Which, looking at it in hindsight, I know that if until it breaks here, structure isn't broken. So the question I kind of have for you is looking at market structure, looking at market structures, because sometimes looking at market structure I'll have like something like this, and immediately it breaks this counter trend line. I take a sell here from here, and I most times don't wait for a retracement on the lower time frame, a retracement to continue going down. I most times just take the sell from the break of the counter trend line. And yeah, so I just want to ask if I should be waiting for the retracements on the lower time frame, because sometimes I'm kind of like scared if like the move would go without having a retracement, whether it would just like go down so much and I won't get this every single time. Because okay, sorry, I'm gonna just clean this off. Because when this happened, higher high, so higher high, higher low, sorry, kept on creating the higher lows. Then it had broken this. I was on the M1 here, because first off, it was at the backside of the trend line. So touch one, touch two, touch three, a break, basically like a retest at the backside of the trend line. So I went down to the M1 because I was like in the seller's mode. I was just trying to go ham. So what I had seen on the M1 was a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, then a little break of basically the basically just an M1 support. So then this was like the break. So immediately I had seen this candle, boom, I was in. So I just want to know, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to like be in over here. Like I want to be in over here. And because now looking at it in hindsight, this was like the real break. Then this was basically like 100% retrace. If you had like a little exhaustion zone, like probably like M1 exhaustion zone. Then I'll delete this. So probably I definitely could have been in around here. Around here, like something like that, just had an entry or something. So looking at it in hindsight, I know I wasn't off by much, but the little I was off by, because it's US30, and yeah, I ended up losing the trade, which is crazy because it went in my direction a good amount, but the entries were not the best. So I had my first order here, my second order around here, I think. Then yeah, I had a third order around here, and yeah, it went up all this against me, stopped me out. That was 147 pips, basically stopped me out. Then yeah, went down. Let's see, yeah, a good, basically like 400 pips or 400 points, sorry. So yeah, I just would love to see your breakdown and your takes on entries. So should I always like wait for the retest of, like, I'm not really waiting for the retest, like, because I know everybody's like, oh, no retest, no entry, but like the retest on the lower time frame, when you have like a counter trend line, to be specific. So yeah, something like this, boom, boom, let's say something like this, draw this way, boom, 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 for it to go downwards. Because I know it could come all the way here and still maintain a level of structure. So that's where like the problem is, to be honest. Yeah. So with that being said, thank you so much.